Tap Talk is the Drinking Water in Rural America podcast. Here's a peek at episode 2.
We were introduced to you. It's a convoluted story a little bit, but I was looking for information about people trying to find who have done surveys or reached out to why well owners don't test. And I ran across a poster you and your colleagues did at a Upper Midwest Conference for Extension. And that's the only thing I could find. And so eventually I reached out to you. You were already retired, as I remember. And so, do you want to talk a little bit about the study you guys did? And,
Sure.
It's still, I think, the largest study I've ever ran across of surveying actual well owners. And, you came to our conference and talked in 2017 and all those things. But, go ahead, tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. It was fun to come to the conference. It was fun to be asked, and it was also fun to attend this year's conference. The fact that it was online made it really easy for retirees to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was great. I learned a lot of new things. So one thing about the study that we ran was that it was really a random study. We, instead of surveying people who came to get their water tested or who asked for a permit or who came to a workshop, we actually used the tax rolls, the county tax rolls, and we identified every 10th property address. And so we sent a survey out to 2,600 people across, in Minnesota, 3 counties, but also in Wisconsin and Michigan. So 2,600 people across the 3 states. That was truly a random survey. And we sent a pre-letter and explained why we were doing it and asked that we hope they would participate. And we ended up with a response rate of almost 70%, which is really phenomenal, given that it was a 43-question survey. It was a very long survey. And we wanted to not just ask a few simple questions, but try to get some background so that we could interpret the results in ways that deeper than just the surface appearance of responses. So the survey was interesting. I learned a lot about surveys. One of the fun things, we sent a $2 bill in with each of the surveys and invited them to get a cup of coffee. And I was surprised how many people returned their $2 bill along with their survey and said they didn't need to be paid for doing what they saw as their civic duty.
That's awesome.
So we had it was great. Yeah. We had a great response across the 3 states, and we found some really interesting things. 67%, so more than 2/3 of the people believe that the water they are drinking from their private well is safe or very safe. So I think that kind of underscores the reason why we sometimes have a hard time getting people to get their water tested or come to clinics, because they really believe it's safe. It tastes good. They've been drinking it for years, whatever. So they think it's okay, and it's not a high priority for them.
You can listen to the full episode and learn more about the show at drinkingwaterpodcast.org.